All right, folks, today we're going to kick off the first and what we hope to be a number of series of wine tasting videos. We're going to start because we do really enjoy red wines, and we go all over Northern Virginia to the different wineries. We're going to start with a red wine today. What are we going to start with, Chris?
We're going to start with Robert Hall. It's a 2019 Cabernet Sauvignon from Paso Robles.
Let's show them. All right, so what we're going to do is first we're going to talk about the wine, and then we're going to open the wine, put it in our decanter that we have a video on this decanter. And then we're going to taste the wine and maybe even have some cheese and charcuterie type food here. And Chris would like to tell you about a trip we took to Paso Robles a few years ago, and we actually visited the winery. So you guys ready? Let's go.
Let's go. All right, so a little bit about the wine. We were reading up on the wine, and it talks about aromas of black currants, cedar, and spice. So I'm interested to see if I kind of get the same things as we taste the wine ourselves. Per the reviews, the wine is noted as intense dark red color and full-bodied, so we'll definitely check that out as well as we get this bottle open and pour a glass.
All right, I'll open the bottle. So what I've also read online is some people say when they taste it, there are hints of oak and vanilla and cedar, blackberry, black currant, leather, and smoke and earthy flavors. So
sounds pretty good.
And of course, we have tasted this wine before. We know it's really good. We haven't focused on each specific little taste within the wine yet. So we'll try to do that today. We're no experts. We're no sommeliers, or we're just wine drinkers, wine lovers. So, all right, let me finish opening this bottle. Oh, Lord. All right, now I'll put the wine in the decanter.
That is really cool. You're aerating the wine.
It will hold the whole bottle, so, and I'll put the whole bottle in here. Of course, you know, maybe we'll have friends over later to help us drink the rest of this. Or we'll just drink it ourselves. All right, now it's been decanted, aerated, and we'll put it over here with Mitch and Chris's glass. I'll take a little myself. I do enjoy a full-bodied Cabernet Sauvignon. See what it tastes like here. Yes, very good. Rich, bold flavor. I do get the leather. I get the earthy taste. What about you?
I'm picking up on some of the, definitely picking up on some of the blackberry. Definitely the earthy, maybe a little bit of the cedar. I haven't quite gotten the smoke yet. But I'm going to keep swirling and keep tasting.
It's really good.
It has a nice, not heavily strong, but a nice fruit-forward smell, but not overpowering fruit. You just kind of get a hint of it as you breathe it in. It's kind of nice.
So we actually visited this winery in Paso Robles a while back.
In 2018.
Yeah. Right, Chris?
I remember it distinctly. It was a beautiful winery. From the moment we walked in the front door, really friendly staff. They were ready to take us at the bar right away for a tasting. We tasted probably 7 or 8 different wines, and the gentleman that was pouring the wine was very knowledgeable, made sure we understood everything about the history of the winery, the history of the winemaking, and then took us on a tour. We had not scheduled one, but took us on a tour of the barrel room, which was amazing. There were just barrels as far as the eye could see. It was really beautiful.
And we have a picture of that, and I'll put this up here real quick to show you guys.
I will admit that I only remember about half of the tour, because at one point the gentleman giving us a tour showed us a barrel that was kind of off in the corner. It was rather big, and he said that he likes to mess with people and say that, you know, if you can carry the barrel out of the barrel room, that you could have it. So of course I focused on how can I get that barrel out of here and take it home.
She was looking around for a forklift somewhere.
I had my priorities.
But yeah, it was a nice winery. We went to several wineries there in Paso Robles. Found that it's a great place. Kind of fell in love with the place while we were there. But so if you're in Harris Teeter or Giant or any of these grocery stores that have wines, and you see a bottle of wine from Paso Robles, it's probably going to be a good wine. We've had pretty good experiences with any really Paso Robles wine that we've purchased at the store.
Definitely. Not had a bad bottle yet from Paso. And if you are able, definitely recommend getting out there for a trip, and at least make it 3 days or more, because you're definitely going to want some time to get out there to visit the many, many wineries that are out there. And David did bring up a good point as well. The wine is pretty easy to find in local grocery stores, Total Wine Store, and there's also an interesting app that you can use on your phone called Vivino, V-I-V-I-N-O. We can put a link in the video here, and I'll demonstrate that in just a second.
Cool. And it's routinely around $17 for this bottle of wine at places like Harris Teeter.
All right, so I found my Vivino app on my phone. Here it is. And so the premise behind this is there's a feature down at the very bottom, in the middle there on the bottom. There's a camera button on the bottom that you could push and then take a picture of the label of the bottle of wine, and then it will pull up any reviews, it'll pull up the price of the wine, and it'll pull up where you can purchase the wine as well. Okay, so a little glitch in Vivino. Apparently they're having a slight outage, and they are working on it, thankfully. It is a really reliable and normally great app, so it's kind of a...
They've been drinking a lot of wine lately, so they're in error right now.
So it's kind of a bummer that the photo part didn't work. But normally, this is actually the first time in the several years I've used this app that I've had that warning. But normally you can take a picture of the label and it'll pop right up in the app. So what I did was I used the search button instead that was near the photo button, and I was able to pull up the information instead via the search button. It's just the photo part that's not working right now. So to give you an idea, the rating is 3.8 out of 5, and it's a 95% match to the types of wines that I enjoy. And here it says that the average price is $16.49. It gives you a picture of the bottle of wine as well. And then if you kind of swipe through, it gives you a description of the wine itself. And then you can also click a button there. I don't know if you can see that. It says buy it for $14. You can click on that button, and it'll ask you how many bottles you want, if you want to pay via Apple. And you can also look at other places that you can purchase it as well. So in this case, I can click on add to cart 6 bottles, and it'll tell you, it'll ask you where you're shipping to, and then you fill out a little bit of information. Sometimes you can even choose the vendor that's selling it, if you have one preference over another. And then you just check out.
Did you buy 6 bottles?
I did not buy 6 bottles. I mainly wanted to show you the Vivino app because if you happen to be at a winery, you happen to be at a grocery store, you're at a friend's house and they open a bottle of wine and you think to yourself, wow, that's an amazing bottle of wine. They can't remember where they got it. A friend mentions a certain type of wine they've tried before. You want to be able to figure out what it is, how to receive it, what it costs, information about it. The Vivino app is a great way to do all of that. So it's great kind of just have in hand and be able to take a picture, go by a name, things like that.
This is really good wine, by the way.
Apparently I need to catch up. I'm starting to get a little bit of the smoke flavor as well now that I've taken 3 or 4 sips. It's a really good wine. Definitely a nice dark color as well.
Dark, bold, fruity, which is strange.
But not an overpowering fruit.
Not
Yeah.
not terrible.
Don't worry, it's not a sweet wine. Unless you like sweet wine. Mitch seems to enjoy it as well. And I will say one thing, shout out to our good friend Roderick. He likes to swirl his wine.
That's right.
And
He
kinda,
swirls it. And
kinda,
what does he say?
he likes to say, look at the legs on that wine as it drips down the side of the wine glass.
Look at the legs on that.
Cheers to you, Roderick and Lydia. I think one thing we definitely need to do is we need to try the snacks we brought down.
Yes.
So I found some Havarti creamy cheese that has jalapeno in it. It smelled amazing when I was cutting it, so I'm definitely interested to see how it pairs well with the Cabernet Sauvignon, as well as some of the random crackers that we have here. Going in.
I already tried the crackers. They're good. I'll go with the thinner slice here.
Ooh, jalapeno's got a little bit of a bite to it, but it's actually really good. It's not too
Wow.
much.
Ooh,
Wow,
it's really good.
that's nice. That actually complements it pretty well. Kind of helps tame a little bit of the bite, but also kind of enhance it in a strange way. It kind of does both. It's pretty good. I like it. It's a good pairing.
Great job, Chris.
This is actually my dream job. My dream job is to quit my regular job and go work at a winery and pair wine with food all day long. Anybody have any openings?
Hope so.
Maybe when I retire, that could be my part-time job. By the way, if you guys have tried this Robert Hall 2019 Cabernet Sauv or any of the Robert Halls, drop us a comment. Let us know. Let us know what you thought of the 2019 Cabernet Sauvignon or anything else, any other year, any other type of wine that Robert Hall makes, or even just any other type of wine, Cabernet Sauvignon, anything else you've tried from Paso Robles, anywhere from around the world. We'd love to hear from you guys. Drop us a comment. Let us know what you think about red wine, white wine, sweet, dry. We're all ears.
All right, so that's going to be it for this video. We've told you about the wine. We've opened it. We've aerated it. We've sipped on it a little bit. We told you about the Vivino app. We told you some background about the winery itself. We've actually been to the winery over in Paso Robles in beautiful California. So that's going to be it. And next time we'll try something else. Thanks for watching, you guys. If you appreciate these videos, please go ahead and click like. And we're hoping you guys will subscribe as well. We really enjoy making these videos. We definitely enjoy sipping wine and making videos. That's great. And we get to do this together. So that's one really cool thing about it. All right, thanks a lot. And you guys have a great day. You ready? Oh, glasses. I wonder if I could read. I can't. Once I put the glasses on, I can barely read that anymore.
Yeah, that's why I took my glasses off.
I look better in my glasses, though.
Makes you look very distinguished.
I look very distinguished. Smart.
Smarter than a fifth
Smart.
grader.
Capella University. The Harvard of online universities. And Chris would like to tell you guys about a trip we took to Paso Robles. Mm-hmm. The one thing about this wine also is obviously because we're opening it on our, so where was I going with that? Because you said something. I was going to say, well, we've tasted it before. We know it's good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I was trying to go with that.
Okay.
I went off into left field. This is, if you look, if you're in Harris Teeter or the wine store or Giant, I say Gigi Giant.
I'm gonna have to bleep you out.
This is really good. Why?
You said I nailed that.
Well, we'll show that.
Woo! Now that's some jalapeno.
Now these are the good videos to take.
These are the good videos. Just record us for the next hour eating and drinking. That could be dangerous.
Have to turn the audio off.
I have something to add.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, we can throw it wherever, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, it's starting to disappear. Oh my gosh. Ah, I was trying to stop you in the right spot and now it's gone.
Test, 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 test.